I'm happy to report that the strength is really the result of stock prices following fundamentals. If you were a fan of solar at all in the last 10 years, you probably remember some very disappointing performance numbers. And if you think back 10 years ago, everyone that predicted the explosion of the solar industry was right. What they were wrong about was how difficult it was going to be for these companies to be profitable while they were gaining economies of scale and during a period of such rapid technological advancement and innovation. So competitive pressures have made profitability difficult, but the sector is growing just as fast, and in fact faster than people thought. And really what we've come to is a period of time where prices are stabilizing for the manufacturers. So now they're growing unit volume every year. They can actually start to grow top line and grow profitability because the prices for their goods sold are stabilizing. They're still falling year over year, but just dramatically slower rates, not the 20% year over year declines we were seeing for probably about 8 or 9 years as the industry sort of gained critical mass.
Right. It does look like there are improving fundamentals, although it doesn't look like yet we really have that solid quarter over quarter on a continual basis of that growth. What do you think it's going to take for it to get there? I mean, you mentioned the price stabilization. That seems key.
Right. If we continue to see that sort of somewhat stable, or at least relatively stable environment, maybe not stable compared to other industries, but certainly compared to solar, if we continue to see that stabilization in the pricing, and I think we will, because solar is now competitive with fossil fuels on an unsubsidized basis. So we've reached that point where politics, policy, subsidies, tariffs, they have an impact, but they're not crucial to the long-term success of the industry at this point. They're really more headwinds or tailwinds with respect to growth rates. So I think that we're going to see what we've seen currently continue into the future. Now, there's still some sensitivity to global GDP growth. So cyclical factors will contribute to volatility as well. I think one of the things we can probably rely on going into the future is some volatility, right? We've maybe not as much as we've seen in the past. Now the fundamentals have stabilized, but it is a mid-cap, small-cap dominated portfolio, and it is somewhat headline-sensitive portfolio. So yeah.